It was a quiet, foggy evening when Sarah moved into the old house on Elm Street. The townsfolk had whispered about the house for years, calling it cursed, but Sarah didn't believe in such things. She was looking for a fresh start, and this house was all she could afford. The house was ancient, with creaking wooden floors and cobwebs in every corner. The windows were so dusty that hardly any light could penetrate, making the rooms perpetually dim. As Sarah unpacked, she felt a chill in the air, but dismissed it as just the old house settling. That night, as Sarah lay in bed, she heard faint whispers. They seemed to come from the walls themselves. At first, she thought it was her imagination, but the whispers grew louder, clearer. They were calling her name over and over. Sarah tried to sleep, but the whispers wouldn't stop. She got up and walked through the dark, eerie halls, trying to find the source. The whispers seemed to follow her, echoing through the house. Her heart pounded as she reached the basement door. It was ajar, a faint light flickering within. With trembling hands, Sarah opened the door fully and descended the creaky stairs. The whispers became a chorus, almost deafening. In the dim light, she saw shadows moving on their own, swirling and shifting. They took on human forms, their eyes glowing with a sinister light. Sarah stumbled back, her fear turning to terror. The shadows reached out, their cold, intangible hands brushing against her skin. She fled up the stairs, slamming the door behind her. The whispers stopped, but the terror lingered. The next morning, Sarah found an old diary hidden under a floorboard. It belonged to a previous tenant who had written about the shadows. The last entry read, "They whisper at night. They call your name, and once they have you, you never leave." Sarah realized she was not the first, and she would not be the last. The house had claimed many, and now it wanted her. As she sat there, diary in hand, the whispers began again, louder this time. Sarah knew she had to leave before the shadows took her too, but a part of her wondered if she already belonged to them.